baby, baby.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really to throw you out.
How y'all doing?
Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back to my space. My name is Ulungelo Jele, aka Dashi, and welcome back to my space. If this is your first time watching my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and tell your friends to tell their friends to do the same. Let's address the elephant in the room because it's quite big, and yeah, I haven't seen you guys in a year. It's quite embarrassing, and I'm not about to give you guys a whole story of why I left. Hopefully we'll get into that as the channel progresses, because we have a lot to discuss. Anyways, the last time you saw me I had a lot less piercings and I had big ass hair. Your girl's gone shorter. I had it bleached and now it's black. I might change a color next month. We'll never know. Just trying to keep life spicy. Oh, and I'm no more in a relationship. It's not bad. I'm okay. You see the skin? Leave men alone and focus on your skincare routine, ladies. I promise. Today we'll be doing my makeup routine. I don't know what we should call it. Let's call it updated basic makeup routine because it takes about 30 minutes. I don't know. For me, it takes 30 minutes. I don't know how long it'll take for you. And oh, I forgot to mention, your girl is a certified makeup artist. So there might be tips along the way as we go. But all I can say is I am back and I'm better and I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, let's get into it. And also the last time you guys saw me, I had a broken mirror in the back. So yeah. I got a new mirror. So let's just get into this. Let's just get into this. And if you guys are hearing the sound, I have the fan on. It's quite hot today. I'm so excited. I haven't done this in a while. I'm nervous, I'm excited. It's a mixture of both, and I hope this video does well because I am putting my heart, soul, and tears in this. So I know most of us like to start with primer. That's like the foundation of makeup, but I'm about to let you in on a little secret. Whatever primer you have, I suggest that you put it on 20 minutes before you actually get onto your face. What I usually do is I just put my primer from Maybelline Fit Me. I just put it on my skin like so, and I just rub it in because I'm still about to do my eyebrows. I know my primer will get to set, and that's important. If you want your makeup to look as flawless as it does on camera, put that primer on and let that primer sit and let that primer, I don't know, enjoy your skin, be one with your skin, so you can get that flawless look. I usually put a little on my forehead, like so. Yeah, and we're gonna let that set, and while we do that, we're gonna do our eyebrows. I have changed my whole routine on how I do my eyebrows. At first I used to shape on you have to go on the last video or previous videos to see how I did my eyebrows. I think I have one proper makeup video tutorial, I don't know, but like I have literally changed the way I do my makeup and I'm liking it, and I've noticed people are also liking it too. So pretty girls don't gatekeep. And this is the Fit Me press powder that I usually put around my eyebrows because I actually have quite oily skin. The good thing is I've just learned to work with it, and then I'm gonna brush up our eyebrows like so. I usually just brush them up and leave them like that. My pencil, I need to shave these eyebrows. Guys, I still don't have eyebrows. These are self-made. They are self-made eyebrows, and then I just do a few strokes up. They can be untidy, however you like them. I don't like mine too dark, so I leave a little space for my natural hairs. Okay, taking eyebrow. Did I mention these eyebrows need a little bit of shaping? I hope they look alike because sometimes, okay, not bad. Almost identical twins, almost in the same no, it's not ember. So I shouldn't have kids. I don't even know basic science stuff. Like this, I know it looks crazy, it looks like a caterpillar, but I'll show you what we do. I'll trust the process. Trust me and trust the process. I know it's hard to trust me because I haven't been here in a while, but trust me. Now that we're dealing with this part, I usually go back and just comb them over to make them one. This is where the arts and culture ingena ke bahlali in drawing important, you know, in drawing you need to learn how to draw. I hope the arts and culture being my acting and stuff. I hope you guys actually learned how to draw because it's important. So this is the concealer I use. It's a Paris Everlasting Concealer Anti, I don't know, no, and hydration. Long way, yes, I know for a fact. And it's in the color 03 medium deep. I like my concealer a little bit light, okay, because I'm trying to look like a doll. Makeup should look like makeup, okay? I hate this no makeup look. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. But what I usually do is I start in the middle of my eyebrow. I hope you guys can see because I need to use a mirror because start in the middle, do a little bit of shape. So yeah, that's the tea. What's been happening? I know the tea about me is how are you single? You looked in love. I thought you were happy. I was at some point in time, but I realized I'm not anymore. And at some point, Melissa, it's time, guys, and choose ourselves. I know it's easier for me to speak on that because I don't have kids, but sometimes you just gotta love yourself and move, you know, and go. It's not the end of the world. He's not God. God is still alive. But we'll get into that as the channel, progresses. We'll have maybe story times of what led me to actually make the decision. I don't know. I'm still deciding because I have a love and hate relationship with my whole situation and the things that I've let myself deal with. But we're not here for that. We're here for makeup. So let's get back to that before I spill tea. I hope the lighting is proper, guys, because it's quite gloomy today. Almost like cold. It's quite cold. Be fucking for real, though. Be fucking for real, missy. Okay. So this is what I do. I wouldn't say this is the easy part because, guys, there's eyebrows. As long as they look like sisters, that's okay. Sometimes they won't look like twins. What I do next is I take the remaining concealer and then I just fluff it over my whole eye. Okay, that's not bad. And a little on the edges just to blend it out properly. Guys, makeup is gonna be messy when you're starting it, okay? It's okay. You're starting. After I've finished my eyes, I will just take and just press this down so it doesn't crease while I do other things. So I've been using this foundation practically ever since I started doing my makeup. It's the black opal one. And the color, beautiful bronze. Yes, I thought they discontinued or something. You know, I hate how brands actually discontinue things that are actually okay. If it's not broken, don't fix it. The fly here. Jesus Christ, Lord. Sometimes I cover the line a little. And then I stop here, like this. And I start brushing it over the concealer here in the front. Once I see a mistake, I always feel like it's over for me. But the show mask, we're gonna do the top of the eyebrow. This is how I usually, I don't know why I do this, but it makes it easier to not have a lot of concealer on the brush. I don't know if you guys are gonna see, but I'm gonna try and shape my eyebrow. Kanyane guys, kaja, kanyane. We're creating magic here. And then swoop. It's not always that easy. Sometimes I have to do it 1,000 times. Difference? Huge. As you guys can see, I'm done with my eyebrows, and to me that is the most crucial and important part, because if these don't look okay, you might look like you're crazy. And as you can also see, my primer has also set into my skin. I'm looking a lot less glossy now, so we can go ahead and put on some foundation. The secret I've learned is I actually like using less foundation than I used to before. I've also realized my foundation actually lasts now, so I just spread it out. As you can see, I don't think that's a lot. I don't know if this is full coverage. Pore perfecting liquid foundation. Sounds like full coverage. Pore perfecting. And then I'm just using this. I actually wanted to use the foundation I usually use on my clients, because it's like for photo shoots and stuff and filming and whatever, since I am filming. But because I'm doing a basic updated makeup routine, I thought let me just use my things, and then as time progresses and we try makeup looks in the future, we can use the foundation that is specifically made for this. You know, the faces are always going to be there. You need to do little faces before you get to where you want, and then just a little on the eyelids, since they're going brown anyways. I'm trying my hardest not to touch this part of my face, because that's where the concealer will be. And if this foundation here, then my concealer will definitely crease. I don't usually put a lot of foundation on my forehead. I just spray the one for my eyebrows out. It's a very delicate step, because you have to be careful with your fingers or your brush or whatever, because one mistake is doing, guys. One mistake here is doing. And then I just brush it out here, brush up my eyebrows a little. Okay. For the sake of pictures, I'm also gonna put it on my neck. I'm joking, guys. Always put it on your neck. Okay. I put a little bit more here because my neck is very pigmented. So to have one color, I need to like more shine on my neck. Go back to my concealer from Clarins. It's full coverage and a lot goes a long way, so I have to be very careful. Here. How it goes. Corner of my eye. I've realized a little goes a long way, and I think I can I've been trying to learn this language. I'm not even sure if I'm speaking Sotho or Setswana. Nah, ke tseba Sepitori ganyane though. Ka se tlhaloganya. A ke kgone go se bua. This for my smile lines, because girl, beauty blender. I got this one from Mr. Price. I'm Scarlet Hill, and then I want to start here before it dries out, because then it's a bit difficult to blend it, and especially on the forehead because it's not big, but it's there. And just blend, good guys. Blend until your fingers hurt. Blend until you have a cramp. Okay, must blend. So blend. I don't want to see where your concealer starts and where it ends and where your contour is. Blend. That's blend it. I usually take it up to here because my powder is gonna go either way, like my setting powder. I like this. My favorite thing about this beauty blender is the fact that it's shaped like this, so it gives me proper angles to do my nose, you know. Okay, and then the nose, take it up to the brow. I know I probably look white everywhere. Relax, that will be taken care of. I need to get used to looking at the camera instead of the screen. That is one fault of giving myself right now, but I'm doing my makeup, so I have to look at myself too, besides the mirror, so I can see how I look on camera. Thing is, because my concealer is too light, I've stopped putting it here. I just put my setting powder, that way it can all match with my neck, because usually when I just put my concealer here too, to shape, to give my face, I get it like a shape shift, to give my face shaping, and it gets too light, and then there's discoloration. Now I look like I don't know what I'm doing. I hate that. I want to look like I can do this in my sleep, which I can. Book an appointment with me so I can prove you wrong that I can do this in my sleep. So what I will do now is I'll go back to my Fit Me, the Pore, what's thingy, and then I just, you know, like this is a way to go. Let me look for something a little dry. And I just dab, and I just set under my eyes so I don't have a problem while I'm still trying to do other things. That way it doesn't crease. And if you want your under eyes not to crease, you need to look like this into your mirror and do this. Yeah, and get into the creases. So guys, 2 days ago I dropped my baby. I dropped my baby, guys. It's the Maybelline Fit Me, the Polish Thingy-Mabob again, in the color 365 Espresso. Think about you, think of mommy. It's the sweet espresso. Look at how it looks. I need to use it in the bag. Please don't blow into your brushes. I'm gonna take a brush that I'm not gonna use like this. Please don't. It's unhygienic. Please don't. It's unhygienic, and I know it's your mouth and the brush is probably going to your face, but think of it. Sometimes to change makeup, I don't know, there's people who do their makeup before brushing their teeth, and if you're doing, please, no. What you can do, you can just dab and tap to remove the excess powder, and it's being removed. Think about me, what I do on my forehead is I brush it back so it can follow my hairline. For example, here I'll do this, here I'll do this, because it's really hard to have what's this, styling gel and try to put makeup on it. That's why I don't play with foundation near this area. This is going to stand out. I will look like I don't know what I'm doing. I love focusing on this part, so my forehead, giving our face a focal point. So the focal point is this. I did say I'm a shape shifter. It's not magic. God gave me hands, and I put these hands to use, baby. That's why I'm a certified makeup artist, because I put my talent into use, because it is a sin. It is a sin to not put your talent into use when God has blessed you with your talent. Look somewhere in the Bible. I promise you it's there. One thing I'm never wrong about is things that are on the Bible. Ask my sister. I know you might judge the book by its cover, but this book knows a lot about God. I'm gonna go back to my broken powder, contour powder, and then now we're going for my nose. What do I do with my nose? I start here, you know, to give myself definition, and then here to also give this part definition. I can reset shapeshifter, and then I just drag it down to this part of my nose, and then the remaining I just rub it all over the place, guys. Just rub it all over your eye. I don't know if, for me, if I worked in an office, I don't think I'd do my liquid liner. This would probably be my go-to look in the office. The only thing I'd change up is my lips. Remember, we start here. Our eyebrow, we go down to the tip of the nose. This is where you can shape how you want your nose to look. Because I know it's been important for night. I know. And then, if you want the best way to blend your eyeshadow or this powder I'm using, please hold your brush on the tip, and then just be very free with it, you know. Don't be too hard, because the minute you hold it here, you're too hard for the eye, unless you are defining something that I understand. But hold it here so everything can spread out evenly and still look beautiful. We're going to go back with this powder, and remember, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily baking. I don't know when was the last time I actually baked like powder, like, oh, I don't remember. I'm just giving it shape. And I have like loose setting powders. I have like 2, but I don't use them on me anymore, you know. I'm gonna do a little on the nose. That is where I usually like make it look like I'm baking cayenne, because we're defining the nose. I know I use the word defining a lot today. This is what I do now. Since I told you guys about my light foundation, what I do is I just use the same powder just to shape my face, just to give it definition. Okay. So we are going to tell I like starting from my triggers. You see, from my triggers down. I don't know if it's really called the triggers. I know it's a triggers piercing. I don't know what that part of the ear is called. And then around my mouth, here on the nose where I had initially put my concealer. And then my forehead, I usually just do here in the middle where my concealer was, and a little on my eyebrows. This is actually my favorite part that I also learned from another TikToker. I take a little of that brown powder I had, and then I use it to clean up my white powder. Everything is just powders today. Just like that, you know? Like I'm helping it set and at the same time not look too bright. I said Maybelline, but another Maybelline lasting fix makeup setting spray, my favorite. Don't be scared. Can you see? It's just that there are finishing touches that I'm missing. This is what, by the way, I'm taking a break from alcohol. Girl decisions. I like it. I love it. Usually when it starts to look like this, I'm like, who's that girl? La 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 la. Who's that girl? La 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 la. Who's that girl? The most craziest thing I do is pick my blush based on my mood. So today I want to look warm. I want to look warm. I'm gonna do is take a little bit of this brown, a bit of this darkish pinkish color, and a bit of this one. I've also learned that dragging your blush to this part of your face makes you look like, can you see the difference? The blush being here and up here. Think about me, meeting my love. I think one thing that bores me with blush is as the day progresses, it gets less. So I usually just pack it up a little. Who's gonna kill me? Nobody. And then on the nose, the tip of my nose. I don't know why I saw the girlies do it, and I was like, I'm copying the girlies because I'm trying to look hot as hell. You see? It's time for our highlighter, and Namanja, guys, still using this girl, still growing very strong, still growing big. She's almost finished. I'm gonna use this color. I don't know, all three actually. Just here on the bird, I don't know, on my cheeks. And then this is what I do. Then my lips. Like this, I can Cupid's bow. Yeah, the Cupid bow. And then on my nose, what I do is I use a different brush. And I just go in here and just use my finger and in between my eyes and use my finger to blend it out. I don't need to use it the whole way through. Yeah, love it. I sometimes overline my lips. I wouldn't say overlining, but I actually use my lip liner on the line of my lips. And these lips are pretty thick. Okay, they thicker than some of your thighs. I am going to use this black opal lipstick. I've had it for quite a while. I actually forgot about it at some point, and then I saw Lala Hassan using it on her TikTok. It was, I don't think it's black opal, but it's a similar type of lipstick. And then we go again with the, so now I'm gonna do my eyes. I usually do this part in the end because I realized putting on mascara or liner before your actually messes it up, before your setting spray messes it up. And I usually just like to close it with my eye, so both places can, even my top eyelids. Already there's much of a difference. Sometimes I wouldn't really use mascara depending on how painful my eyes are, but right now I'm gonna do it. So I use this Scarlet Tail mascara, 3-in-1 mascara, high impact, the one that brings your lashes to life, so they say. I saw this other hack. I actually want to try it now because sometimes I mess up my eyelids with my mascara. And then you just, looks like, oh, it is, but it's hard to see. This is a waste of my time. Oh, so if you want to put on mascara and you don't want to mess up, sometimes you have to put it on this different angle. See? And then lower lashes. I don't have any. What weird hour should we do? Beauty spots? I think this looks good. We don't need any type of spots. And just to zhuzh it up a bit, I just usually take this brush and I on the corner of my eyelids. My button and my hesitation. Yes, me up, give you motivation. So guys, this is my final look. Should I get closer to the camera so you guys can see? I hope this video helped you, and I hope you guys will actually take some of the tips I gave you. And if you do, please tag a girl so I can see how it came out, so I can see if I'm a good teacher. And until next week Saturday, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and press that notification button so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Until next time, Dash is out.